Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. It's so good to be back. I was on vacation for 10 days, sort of on a cruise right in the path of Fiona, but we made it. It was okay. We just had to stay on the boat a couple days longer and just kind of float around and try to avoid it. So sorry for all the damage these hurricanes have caused everybody. Oh, it's just watching the news is so hard to see, but it is good to be back home. And when I got home, Stampin' Up! Had come out with a few new specials, and this is one of them. This is called Fitting Florets. It is a whole suite of things that will be coming out in the next catalog, but they're going to let you in on it a little bit early. For customers, it'll be available November 1st. And for demonstrators, we can pre-order it now. And the only reason that I am doing it this early is because they also have a sign-up special. So if you want to be a demonstrator just as a hobby or to get your own discount and put your orders in yourself, they have a really good deal. And you can add these to your starter kit if you want to. So normally it's $125 in products for $99 plus tax, but during the month of October, it's $155 in products and you just pay $99 plus tax and free shipping. It's a really good deal if you want to come back again or if you want to start anew, you let me know. So let me show you what this whole suite looks like and then I'll show you 3 ideas. The bundle, this is the bundle. It's this great stamp set for birthdays, anniversaries, thank you notes, that sort of thing. And then there are these great dies that go with it, but the best part are these 3 frames that go with it. So let me show you. These dies here will cut the stamp set. Right here, that'll cut all of these parts and pieces right here. Nice little swag and some pretty open leaves. And then the dies that are the frames are really cool. It's like this big one right here will cut this frame, and it also cuts this oval out separately, which is kind of nice. There's a little tiny rings around it. So for people that don't have ovals yet, this might be a good bundle for you. And then this one right here has like these great little dashes all the way around it, and that cuts these 2 out. Of course, it cuts your frame, and then these 2 pieces, which layers with this one, which is kind of nice. I think it's really nice if you don't have ovals already. So there's that. And then the third one is a heart oval, and it will cut out like this. And it doesn't cut anything out. It literally just takes all of these little heart pieces out, which is great for confetti or things like that. And then you can just layer all of these together. So I think it's gonna be a great bundle. Look at this pretty swag that I embossed in gold. It's pretty. So it can be everyday occasions, and it can also be Christmas, holidays. They kind of made it very universal. So this bundle will be in the next mini catalog in January during celebration, but there are 3 other things that are not available, and they're only going to be available in November. And that is the paper, and then there's an extra stamp set, which is wonderful. I love the mix fonts. It's a holiday set from our home to yours. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la la. Merry Christmas from all of us. Noel. May this season be filled with peace and joy. It's a great set. So it's only going to be available in November. And this one is rubber. And the frame florets is photopolymer. And then they have these cute little swirly gold embellishments. They kind of look like, I don't know if you can even see it. Kind of little texture on there. It looks like a little starlight candy almost. Little tiny gold sticky embellishments. And then the designer paper, which is really meant to be all occasion. I'm in love with this blue and green. And the dies do fit some of these flowers. So it will fit some of these on here. And then also this paper, one of the dies cuts out the double flowers. So this one and this one, this one. So they kind of fit that for the designer paper. More blue. It's like blue and soft succulent and evergreen. Look at this one. I love it with the red berries. And this one is white berries, but you could color those also. I'll show you a card with that. And then this one, which is an all over print. And then the back side, which is always kind of tone on tone. We've got evergreen and some pinks and blues. and a little soft succulent. So really pretty paper. So the paper and this stamp set and these are available just November. And then this bundle with all the frames will be available in November early and then also in January in the mini catalog. Okay, so here's one that I did with that green leaf print and the white berries. I put a little Wink of Stella on there. And I used this scallop contours die and the stitched rectangles, which they go together so nicely. You can just cut this out with your paper trimmer, but I like that little bit of stitching around the edge and then some vellum. Let me show you what that looks like with navy. It's so pretty. Here's a navy card. Look, and here's that same scallop die in white. And then I cut this piece, which I love this paper. Balmy blue, navy, and evergreen. Who knew it'd be so pretty? Is it winter? Is it birthday? It's both. I love it. And that will just go here. I ran a vellum greeting across, stamped it in navy, and this is that stamp set right here. So lucky to call you friend. And it's really pretty. And the flower is just cut out from the designer paper and a touch of silver and a few silver rhinestones. Now, super easy layout, and I think it looks really great with the blue and the white. So here's another idea using the stamp set from our home to yours or whatever you want to put in here. And this is using that pretty Lights Aglow designer paper. A lot of people don't know that it actually has these 4 gold designs on them in the cherry and the soft succulent. And you can literally just cut these apart and use them on your card, just like that. And the Lights Aglow paper is so pretty. It's 48 sheets, it's 6 by 6, and one side has all this pretty gold embossing on it. Not embossing, but a gold print. You can't feel it, but it is a shiny gold. And the other side is just pretty patterns. So this one just goes together so easily. I've got little 2-inch strips of the designer paper, and use any kind of designer paper you want. This is such a great layout. It's easy. This one works well because of the 6 by 6 paper. You can cut it in 2 by 4-inch pieces and kind of you get more out of it. And then a little piece of gold. This is 1.5 inches, and that just goes right in the middle, just like that, to cover up the gap. So you save on your designer paper a little bit. And this you can pop up or you can just glue it down like that. On this sample, I used this die with the gold. This is from the Frame Florets. I did that twice. But if you're in a hurry, you can punch like a little something like that and just put it here and there. This is one of our punches that we have with some gold. And then just a little stitched frame stamped. And that's it, you're done. It's nice and flat to mail. I did add a few little red rhinestones on this one, which I like. And then I have one more to show you using this same paper. On this one, I'm starting with a piece of soft succulent paper. I'm using this pattern paper, this one with the cherry cobbler, the same designer paper, the Lights Aglow, that right here. Same layout. And then in the middle, I'm going to use the vanilla pattern, this one right here. Is that pretty gold on there? I don't get to use vanilla that often, so this is pretty. Right in the center. It can go higher, lower. You got a little bit of play there. I just love all that shine for the holidays. Then I took this die and I cut it in the gold. And then I also took this one. And remember, this cuts out the large oval also. So we're gonna keep this for the inside, and we're gonna use this one and the gold together and glue those together and then stamp my sentiment on the inside. I did that in evergreen. That will go here. And then I embossed these flowers on cherry cobbler in gold. So cherry cobbler cardstock and gold embossing powder. Now originally I stamped them on vanilla and embossed them and colored them in. I thought, well, that's really silly. I could just, just put them on. I could just put them on the cherry cobbler cardstock. And then gold leaves right there. And we can add some ribbon if we want to. There's a lot of ribbons that go with this. I could do dark green, I could do gold. I think I'm gonna go with the vanilla and gold ribbon. That's in the, I think it's in the holiday catalog. It's so pretty. Yeah, here it is. It's actually on the page with the lights aglow, page 31 in the mini catalog here. That pretty vanilla and gold ribbon. So we can add a bow on the side. We can add a little ribbon over by the flowers. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. Let's try this. Such pretty ribbon. See, this can just go over here. That's kind of pretty. If you don't want to do red flowers, you could keep it kind of monochromatic. And you could look, you could do a swag this way. And then add your sentiment. You could also do it this way. And add that at the top and your sentiment this way. I love this piece. Okay, I think I settled on that. We got a little bow over on this side. Just put on with a glue dot and my flowers over here. I do need a few little bling on the front, and then I'll show you what to do with that frame on the inside. All right, let's try one of these little guys. See what this looks like in the middle of the flower. Ooh, that's pretty. They are a little thicker than a rhinestone, so keep that in mind if you're mailing these. I'm just gonna leave it like that. For the inside, I'm just stamped this greeting here in the darker evergreen. And this frame might be a little finicky to glue down. I'm using glue dots, so you just want to stay away from all the holes. I'm just going to add this on top right here and here, so we don't waste the frame that we used from the inside. Now I could add this pretty swag in there, but I added another gold leaf, and then I added a little bit of that red enamel. This is the pearlized enamel effects. It takes an hour to dry, but it's so pretty. Look how that looks on there. Just bringing in a little bit of pop of red. Put a couple glue dots on the back. I don't know if I would trust mailing this through a sorter. You definitely would want to do a hand cancel or just hand deliver this one. I don't know what the enamel dots does through the mail. Like, it's hard right now, but I don't know. Probably better just to give it in person on this one. That is so pretty, and a little bit of that ribbon right there. And I have a little bit of room to sign it. So very pretty bundle. If you don't have ovals already, it would be a good buy with that bundle. Paper's pretty, but of course, you know, you can use paper you already have with these layouts. This one might be my favorite. I just love those blues. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.